So the Monday Morning Quarterback, great website with Peter King off of Sports Illustrated, was breaking down how he believes Andrew Luck is he is the number 2 quarterback in the NFL as of right now. We may agree to disagree with Peter King. I'm not going to take anything away from him. Peter King is a god among the media. But here are the things that they noted. Pre-snap reads. He knows how to send Reggie Wayne in motion, and he knows not only with that the defense will show their hand. They'll show if they're playing man. They'll show if they're playing zone simply by the fact of one corner going in motion with Reggie Wayne. The other thing that they noted was that he adjusts mid-play. He always keeps his eyes downfield, even when the pocket breaks down. If he has to take a sack, he will, but he knows how to get away from pressure. A few of the other things they noted, then I'll get to your take. Buying time for receivers at the top of their routes, just to give them that half a second, maybe second more to get open. Buying time with his feet, and as I said, reading man coverage. So as of right now, he is 20th in passing yards, tied for 17th in touchdowns, and he has a quarterback rating where he ranks 13th with 89.6. There are a few names that are ahead of him, like Phillip Rivers statistically, Jay Cutler statistically, amazingly Jay Cutler. But I mean, do you agree with Peter King and Monday Morning Quarterback that Andrew Luck, as of right now, 6 weeks into the NFL season in 2013, that he is the second best quarterback in the NFL?
Absolutely not. I mean, there's no way you could. I get that. I get his argument that he's smart, but I think every argument you could make that would justify you saying he's the second best is relative. It's saying, for a 24-year-old, he's this good at this. He's this good at this.
Sure, good point.
The reality of the situation is that Drew Brees is better, Aaron Rodgers is better, Tom Brady. I would take any of those guys over them.
See, now here's the thing about Brady. I'm glad you brought that up. His completion percentage is 57%. Now, a lot of people, and I think I know what you're going to say, so hang on. You're going to say, oh, he has the rookie receivers, he doesn't have Gronk, he doesn't have Aaron Hernandez.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, exactly, and I understand that. However, don't we hold Tom Brady to a higher standard?
Yeah, I mean, we do, and we should, but they've only lost one game also. I mean, it's not like he's chopped liver. You saw the drive last week. He put on a show.
Well, the Saints gave him 3 chances in the fourth quarter.
This is true, but that's what the Saints tend to do that. And he capitalized. And the reality is Luck had that same opportunity to go on a game-winning drive last week as well, if I remember
against the Chargers.
correctly. Yeah, and he didn't. And also, it's worth noting that Andrew Luck is...
He did not, as a matter of fact. It was a 16-9 game. Nick Novak kicked a 50-yard field goal, and then he threw an interception off of Reggie Wayne's hands.
Either way, I mean, you would have a tough time convincing me that to win one game tomorrow, you would take Andrew Luck over Tom Brady. Or Drew Brees.
This is just in 2013 though. This isn't like in a one-game scenario or anything like that.
Yeah. If I'm starting a franchise and I'm starting from scratch, I'm choosing Andrew Luck first overall. There's no question with that. But I mean, at this point, I put him in the Matt Stafford, Jay Cutler area.
Oh no!
See, I'm a Jay Cutler guy. I like Jay Cutler.
Look, I'm a Bears fan. I mean, I'm okay with Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford is the dumbest NFL quarterback.
You know what? He may not be smart, but he's got
sidearm
cannon.
Throws.
He does,
and so does Jay Cutler.
His numbers are ridiculous.
He does, and so does Jay Cutler. But you know what's the one thing that Andrew Luck does not do that they do? And I know that
throw interceptions.
Yeah. And you know what? The interceptions. I was listening to Colin Cowherd this morning. He said, that interceptions are going to be somewhat meaningless in the long run because it's guys taking shots. But some of the plays and some of the throws that they make are just horrible.
And that's true.
Horrible.
But I mean,
throws.
They're gunslingers, man. Andrew Luck isn't a gunslinger, and in the NFL as it's structured now, it's a passing league. And
totally.
The Lions, if they had Andrew Luck, wouldn't be. I mean, I'm not saying the Lions are good. Let me rephrase. If the Bears didn't have a gunslinger, they would be a completely different team, and they probably wouldn't be as good if you ask me. The Colts are built around Andrew Luck. The Lions are built around Matthew Stafford. But in terms of tools, which is essentially his argument, smarts and tools, I don't think you can make an argument that Andrew Luck is better than Matthew Stafford or Jay Cutler.
If you are the Lions or the Bears, would you take Andrew Luck over their quarterbacks right now?
I mean, for the future, yeah. For one game, I don't know. I honestly don't. I think Stafford, he can win games. I mean, if he stays healthy,
he can also lose you games.
He can lose games, but so can Andrew Luck. I don't think the sample size is large enough also to really make an argument where Andrew Luck is the second best quarterback in the world.
Okay.
I mean, he's great. Don't get me wrong. I love Andrew Luck. Again, if I was starting a team from scratch, he would be my number one pick.
I completely agree with that. So here's where I would rank Andrew Luck right now in 2013. I'd go Peyton Manning, No doubt about it. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck, and then Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. Am I onto something? Do you disagree with me? What do you think?
I agree. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Peyton is the best.
Yeah.
He's the smartest. But I'm not entirely sure if you put Aaron Rodgers in that Broncos behind the center, that he wouldn't put up the same numbers. He wouldn't be as good. I mean, he's got an arsenal.
Wait, you're saying Aaron Rodgers would not be as good
No,
if he were on the
saying I'm
Broncos?
not sure that he wouldn't. I think Peyton Manning, a lot of it is a product of his circumstance in with the Broncos, where he has Eric Decker. He has 3 Pro Bowl receivers, essentially.
And
this tight end Julius Thomas, who's awesome. He's come out of nowhere, but I mean, yeah, Peyton Manning's the smartest. I'd probably go 1. I think Aaron Rodgers would be 2 for me.
Would you put Russell Wilson in the top 5?
No, I wouldn't.
Of 2013?
Not this year.
Okay.
He's another guy that I would consider taking first in my, hypothetical free agent franchise building draft.
See, the thing about Russell Wilson is, though, he doesn't put up the flashy numbers or anything. It's what he does that doesn't go in the box score. And I always like those guys.
He just looks so smooth, too. And when you talk about buying time for receivers at the top of the routes, I think you could make an argument that Russell Wilson is better than Andrew Luck at that. And I think he's got that kind of, that intangible of just being smooth and calm. Kind of like Chris Paul when you watch basketball. Where all right, he's not fast, but he's getting to the hole every time, and he makes it look easy.
Or Tony Parker.
Yeah. I think he's got that, and I kind of dig that. Also, I mean, I think the one intangible that he doesn't mention that I think Luck and Wilson both have is just leadership. These guys are, gym rats, and they're top quality character dudes.
They're football nerds.
Yeah, if Andrew Luck gets a DUI ever, I will be shocked.
So will I.
Same with Russell Wilson.
That's a fantastic point.
You know what I mean? I will be absolutely shocked if they get a DUI.